Hey guys, hey guys. So I wanted to do a quick video response to the new Keith Olbermann video, um, where he concludes by um, basically trolling all of us. Or I might edit that out. He's just he says, "Oh, I'm finding myself having to conclude for the second time in 10 days with the quote from the murder trial." Dude, you brought that upon yourself, man. You could have easily not concluded with the quote of the guy from the murder trial. Okay? And it gets worse. He says, "Oh, I have to quote the Persian poet Omar Khayyam." Alright, well, at this point you're basically just quoting him. Why does it matter that it's the dude in the murder trial that you're quoting, saying that he's going to quote that guy? Serious point. And then he says, "Shall I be written in the book of love? I do not care about that book above. Erase my name, or write it as you will, as I be written in the book of..." Like, no one understands what that means because it doesn't mean anything. It's not like, you're no better than Mike Rowe, dude. That's so stupid. That's not a good conclusion to an argument to just say something that nobody fucking understands, because it doesn't make any sense. You didn't give any context what he's talking about. It's a horrible video. I hate it so much. You're so stupid. I hate you. You make me sick. Alright, I take that last part back. You don't make me sick. But boy, am I mad. If you guys want to check it out, it's his new video. It's called Special Remark on Prop 8, something like that. Alright, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Been getting a lot of love in the comments lately, so I just want to say thank you to all of you, everyone that rates, comments, likes, and subscribes. Love you so much. Link to my Patreon in the description below, which you totally don't have to do, but if you do choose to give a donation, this is my main job, so I would really appreciate that as well, but totally don't have to do that. We will be having new t-shirts. Still need to work on that. Also, I'm well, I would say that like, something else is gonna happen, but I don't really. There isn't really something else that's gonna happen. So, sorry, not sorry, bitch. Yeah, appreciate you. Shouts out to everyone that isn't subscribed to H3H3 Productions. Want to know your thoughts on Alex Jones, you know? Because with his level of fame, is it possible that he's anything but a disinformation agent? Curious what y'all think about that. And if you could get rid of one, government entity, what would it be? Would it be the IRS, CIA, FBI, EPA? Why are they all three letters? Shouts out to Sam Hyde and $1 Million Extreme guys. And shouts out to Nindide. Hope you're doing better. Um, um, oh, I read this great Gandhi quote recently. I think it's Gandhi. Um, he says, "To those about to rock, we salute you." Um, I'll go on record to say I have never thrown Poncho in the deep snow. Uh, Personally, have not done that. Shouts out to fucking Charlie, dude. Shouts out to Dashy Games, Dashy XP, and Dashy XP2. Um, Dude hustles so fucking hard. His content is so bomb. I mean, yeah, the skits are fire, but let's be totally real. Dashy Games is like, fuck, man. That channel is, dude just grinds like fucking grinds, fucking editing like a motherfucker, you know? And it's just, it's a really, really awesome, uh, you know, the Dashi character is so, it's just this sweet spot of between like being a character and not being a character, you know? That everyone sort of is somewhere on that thing in YouTube from your like real quote unquote vlogger to like your kind of, you know, Ali G type character. And then in between you get these guys like, you know, Dashi or I don't know. It's just dope. Like it's dope to see him play these games and like he's able to seamlessly like meld his own emotions and reactions into this hyperbolized character, you know? Like Larry David. Um, but but better in a sense because it's like he's doing it every day, you know? I don't think anyone would really say Larry David is like an incredible actor. But Dashi, like, you know, he just harnesses this Dashi and you know, is like able to play off himself so well. He's very spontaneous, you know, because it's effectively improv is what he's doing, um, and how he can extrapolate like these stories and jokes from you know what's essentially Mario World or you know um, NSMB, like it's just fucking incredible. Like and with Mario Kart as well. That's probably the most incredible one where he's, you know, taken. I think it was just like a calm Donkey Kong threw a shell at him. That's literally all that happened, I think. And I mean, look at what that's become, you know? Like how many people stream fucking Mario Kart and have shit thrown at them and they don't think twice about it? Um but in this case, it's like Donkey bitch ass, and then it's like this whole, like, Donkey Kong is now forever this, villain in the Dashi universe, which is, and for everyone too, like people in the comments, everyone's in on it. I love it. I love it so much, like how he can place a narrative over things where there isn't really one. I mean, that's just like, I don't know, it's so beautiful. Um, to see a story in something and be able to do that, it's like one of the most exciting things. Possibly the most exciting thing. It's very analogous to watching a movie and sort of like finding humor, like unintentional humor. The Tim and Eric, like, this is the funniest thing to do, to watch Cannonball Run and like pretend these things are happening. Like, yeah, I mean, the hardest I've laughed in my life possibly was watching this play and just joking about like what was going on, making shit up. It's really funny to like see this, to have your imagination also be like informed by this thing happening in front of you. It's like, I don't know, I've never hallucinated before, but it's sort of like that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's that lucid when you hallucinate. Maybe it is. Maybe it depends on the drug. Probably depends on a lot of things. Yeah, his original Life is Strange is fucking unreal. That's my favorite thing on YouTube. Go back and watch, not the new series, but he did a playthrough of Life is Strange a few years ago, whenever that was. And for those of you who don't know, Life is Strange is this game or now a series that Square Enix put out, where you basically play as this character that, I mean, I won't spoil it, but basically they have the ability to go back in time, and the gameplay is basically like, point and click and basically like text selection, what you're gonna say, and then just cutscenes of people talking. But it's like they recorded so much fucking dialogue for it, because it's like a choose your own adventure, and everything that you say like has a different impact in how things will go, and then you can rewind time and say something else, and then something different happens. So it's really cool. I know it might sound kind of dumb, but it's actually really cool and has really great music, and is, I mean, I won't ruin it, but basically with this, like, Dashi didn't really editorialize that much. Although he did, actually. He totally did. But it wasn't like he totally, I don't know. I won't ruin it, but he I don't even want to ruin what happens at all. It's just go and watch it. It's a beautiful beautiful thing. um yeah. And now with his Mario Maker series, he's like gotten it down to such a science, like he just has jokes for everything already planned out, because he's done it so many times. And it's just so much more than just a video game playthrough, It's like that's barely even what it's about. There's still like very basic mechanics of the game that he doesn't know about yet, because he's not a speedrunner, he's not trying to be the best at video games. He's a comedian, you know, and an actor. Um, yeah, um, he has a lot of great series on his channel. So yeah, shouts out to Dashi Games. Always making it count. Really excited to see him play more of Odyssey. Um, yeah. Yeah. What happened to you? Fucking 16-year-old Alexis Giselle. It's like the dopest channel. Now it's like not about it. Not about this "we're all here." Like, what a negative way to start a video. We're all here. Like, what the fuck do you mean by that? Like, are you being a jerk to me? Like, you're saying like we're not special, nothing special, like I don't want to be a part of that. You can be there. I don't want to be a part of that. You had so many amazing things going for you, you know? Like, you know, when people are making these vlogs and you just like scripted it all out and you had so many jokes and whatever happened, like it just got so negative, so sassy, like so like just this weirdly like sexualized and ugh, I'm not about it at all. Like it's just, you know, it's still brilliant, but like I do not enjoy watching these videos because they just feel negative, you know. Her whole thing was being super positive, and I don't feel that at all. It's become much more like, ugh, I don't know. They're not enjoyable to watch, you know. Um, and it was always dark, like, but dark doesn't mean negative, you know. Dark is, you know, great, but something, you know, something went wrong. And so I don't really watch. I mean, I'm unsubscribed, you know, like I'm just unsubscribed. So that was disappointing. Um, it's nice with YouTube. You get this whole back catalog though, which is great. You know, I have a playlist on this channel of my favorite Alexis Giselle videos. You can see it's a public playlist. Um, yeah. Yeah. Um, Shouts out to Bill Wirtz, whatever. Shouts out to. Shouts out to Lena the Plug. She likes my comment. I commented on one of her Instagram photos from like 2 weeks, you know, and she liked it. It was so nice. It made me feel really good. And I checked, she wasn't liking a lot. I mean, she wasn't liking anyone else's comments. Like, I think it's pretty rare that someone would go back and comment on something from 2 weeks ago. And I think I made her feel good too with what I wrote, so that was really nice. Not shouts out to the fake One of the Plug channel. I don't know who is running this and why it's still up, but it like
used to just repost her videos. Now it does that, but also reposts all these other random videos, and all the descriptions just link to some website. I haven't gone to it, but it's something looks like Russian or Ukrainian. I don't know. Um, huh. I don't know. If I had a million daughters. Um, oh, shouts out to Grand Pooh Bear. Oh my god. Dude, just amazing. It's my favorite channel on YouTube right now. Um, what a guy. I don't really know what else to say. Like, what a fucking guy. So so pleasant, so nice. So and dude, I mean, obviously is an incredible speedrunner, but um I don't think I've ever said this about someone before, but I think that he would really do great stand up. Which I know is like a how would you be able to know that? But like when he's at like AGDQ and like is talking to the room, so he's just such a naturally charismatic guy, and like is just something about his voice, and he's just is he has very high, I guess, public speaking skills is what it's called. Like he's just able to like really own the room and make it like that good environment. Like just create it like, you know, just create a space that like you want to be in and you want to hear what he's going to say next, even if he's just, talking like describing what the video game is. It's just something about how he talks, and like his presence is so um, engaging. It's so entertaining, so like, you know, uh, it's captivating. Um, you know, but also like makes you feel comfortable. I guess, like makes you feel comfortable, which I think is, you know, something I guess not every comedian does, but does do. I think on some level every comedian kind of has to do that. Because if you're totally pushed out, then I feel that a little bit with some older comedians. But I think it's become a trend to make it a more inviting sort of space. Have it be kind of like a group experience. Um, yeah, and he's got jokes too. I mean, he's definitely got jokes. Shouts out to fuck, I'm gonna forget his name, but his editor. Congratulations on the wedding. Um, but yeah, um, and he's progressed. That's another thing. I mean, his his comfort, like with his room and with the mic and everything, like it's just you see a huge improvement. Even just over the past year, like he just seems happy. Like I don't know. I mean, he just seems like in a positive place, and like, or I mean, what I'm really saying is he makes his his Twitch channel just a positive environment, I guess. Um, and yeah, it's funny. I had a totally totally wrong first impression of him. The first video I saw of him was him complaining to, well, understandably, to Nintendo for taking down his levels. And I mean, I had no idea who he was. I had no idea even like what speedrunning or Mario Maker was, or like what the significance was of having stars. And like, I I mean, you know, yeah. But that's not who he is at all. That's not who he is. He's just an awesome dude. Really, like doesn't put himself on a pedestal. Doesn't like, I mean, he's a really talented dude and could be a lot cockier about like his skills, but he's really just like, you know, he's so real, and he really like, I love how he's always like decked out in like Nintendo merch and like, yeah, fucking dope. Um, so happy that he had Barb make the hack for him, and or dedicate the hack to him, and really enjoying watching him play through it. Also, Composer, amazing work. I mean, and yeah, of course, Barb, amazing work too, but soundtrack is really definitely the best soundtrack I've heard in a ROM hack to date. Although I haven't really seen playthroughs of Super Pango World before, so I'll start watching some of those. It's been on my mind because I've been watching parts of these Dode marathon runs, where he'll play. Was it all the Super Mario World Kaizos, and then Dram and Pango World? I forget who it was that made Pango World too. Yeah, and shouts out to Hobo Alley as always. Um, Shouts out to Stephen Mitchell for his great translation of the Dao De Jing. Oh.
Shouts out to the lady I buy smoothies from. And all the people I buy rice and noodles from. Boom, 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 boom. Channels you should unsub from this week. Philip DeFranco, H3H3 Productions, H3 Podcast, Ethan and Neela, The Young Turks, who else? Gavin McInnes. Does he even have his own channel? Unsub from Al Jazeera, Pop Trigger. Basically all news. I mean, the only news I follow on YouTube is TYT Politics, Alex Jones, and that's about it. I mean, I unsubbed from India TV. I know there's a couple others. Oh, I followed now the People Behaving Badly guy. KLTV, I believe. I forget his name. What you should sub to is I don't even know. Sub Grand Pooh Bear, you know, sub Dode, sub Carl, sub Barb. Barb's doing great, like a lot of 100-mans. That was pretty awesome. I watched my first Barb video I watched was 100-man, and I was like, fuck this guy, fuck this, you know, so just like fuck you, you know? And then I subbed and now watch all his videos. It was just like so like, you know, how that can happen with stuff like fuck this. It's like, okay, this is great. This is awesome. Um, Never had it happen so fast and so extreme because I was genuine, you know, and I mean it genuinely. Like I will genuinely hate something and then, you know, immediately like love it for all the reasons I was just hating it. Like it happens a lot with music, but with Barb, it definitely went that way. You know, it's about your comfort level, you know, and what you're okay with. Like with music, it's like hearing, you know, some really harsh synth sound or something really atonal, and you're at first just like, no, 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 I don't accept this at all. This is wrong, and I don't want it. Then once you're open to it, it's like, this is so welcome and so beautiful and great. And with Barb, it was like, you know, I couldn't tolerate someone hating Mario Maker. You know, I was just like, you, you're, you know, like, while I found it entertaining when, you know, Carl would get, you know, pissed off at level design, it was like Barb, you know, was just shitting all over the whole thing, and I was like, no way, man, like, why am I watching you just hate it? And then I was just like, oh, okay, you know, like, this is okay, you know. I don't know. Yeah. And oh my god, he is such a good player. He is so good. Like, I've never really watched someone play Mario Maker that like just nails these tricks all the time. Like, you know, Pooh is fantastic too, but like Barb is like just, you know, different players have different strengths, you know. Um, and just how he just plows through these levels, like, yeah, it's really cool. Um, yeah. Um, has Trombone Shorty released anything recently? Let me know in the comments down below if you know of any recent, as of, let's call it, November 2017, latest Trombone Shorty, albums, live appearances. Oh, sub 2 Lakido, Lord of the Lobsters. Shouts out to my boy Lakido. Pinchy Pinchy Kiss Kiss. He's the Lobster Lord. Some great footage of him at Glastonbury. Yeah. Alright, well thanks so much guys. Really appreciate it. Just wanted to do this quick little bit about Keith Olbermann. Yeah. Do 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 do.